Guys, welcome back. So today I'm out here in my garden because it is time for me to start taking out some of my winter crops. They're starting to bolt, they're getting attacked by aphids, and it's time to get them out of my garden. Also, if you were with me on my previous video, I started seeds for melons, cucumbers, zucchinis, those types of things, and it's almost time for those plants to get planted outside, so I need to hurry up and start removing my winter crops. So if you want to see that, just keep watching. Also, my name is Cheyenne. I garden in my backyard in the Phoenix, Arizona desert, zone 9B. So if that's something you're interested in, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll take you along my journey and show you how my plants do throughout the seasons. Get started, I thought I'd go ahead and give you guys a quick update of the garden. So here are our 5-gallon bucket peppers. This is the Marconi pepper. It's doing pretty well. All these peppers are doing pretty well. That's a Marconi. This is a banana pepper, which is already getting a little pepper on it, which is exciting. This is a jalapeno, an Anaheim pepper. So here's another Anaheim, a poblano, another poblano. Oh, that one's nice. And then right here we have a spicy pepper. This is the butt julaka. Yeah, butt julaka. So this is one of the hottest heirloom peppers. I wanted to grow the California Wonder, but when I was ordering seeds, they didn't have it. I just went ahead and got this spicy pepper just to grow for fun, and both of them are pretty yellow, but again, I think it might have just been those colder temps, so we'll just wait and see what happens. And then over here we have, in this 25-gallon fabric pot, these are the shishito peppers, and that little one's already growing a little shishito on it. And over here is the tung long eggplant. It's like the purple tung long. And that one, it's still pretty small and looks a little bit yellow, but I think it's gonna do okay. Right here we have the Tiny Tim, which is already growing a little tomato. That's crazy. And another Tiny Tim. And these don't look that good, but I think as the spring comes on, they're gonna bounce right back. Right there we have the Black Beauty eggplant, and again, 2 little Tiny Tims. And I think this just came from the previous soil. They're sweet pea flowers, so I'll probably be pulling those out. I just thought it was funny that they popped up. And this tiny pot here, we have 2 Tiny Tims, and then we have some oregano, which on the sides there, and that's a little oregano. In this pot we have thyme, which is growing little flowers, so I'll probably give this a haircut. But yeah. And then right here in this little pot we have rosemary. Okay. And this bed, I just stuck Tiny Tims, so there's 2 little Tiny Tims there. And then we have the celery. So here's some onions. I don't think they're gonna bulb up, but that's fine. And in the back here we have some pole beans, which not all of them came up, so I'm gonna have to go and direct sow some more seeds. And right here is another little dwarf. Oops. Right here is another dwarf tomato. This is the Wero Kauai. So This is my first time growing this one. I'm just growing it because it's a dwarf tomato and I was looking for some. But I don't recommend this one. I purchased it without actually reading, and then when I got it, I realized that it takes 90 days, so I might get a few, but it's probably not going to produce a whole lot before July and August, which for me here in the desert, my tomatoes are gone by July and August. So in this bed, we have my poor tomatillo. It is just infested. So I'm gonna try to hose it off and hope that it comes back around because I don't have any extra tomatillo plants. This one's also infested. I just don't think it liked that rain and the temperature. Right here is a gray zucchini, and we direct sown seeds for this one, and it came up, which is awesome. And I'll go ahead and thin this out soon. Have a little marigold there. I just stuck marigolds all over. And back there we direct sowed seeds for some, I think they're dwarf sunflowers, and those came up. We also put acorn squash right here, and that came up, which is good. And then another gray zucchini. And then over here are my onions, which I thought they were doing so well, and I was excited. But the other day I came out and did notice that they're going to seed. But you know, that's okay. This is only a small bit of tomatoes, so I'm not gonna be preserving them anyways. They're gonna be gone pretty fast. I think everybody cooks so much with onions. And yeah, they're starting to bulb up, so I'm just gonna leave those in, and hopefully they give me pretty decent onions. I think since they are going to seed, I think that just means they're not gonna preserve for a long time, if I'm correct. I think that's what that means. But again, this is such a small little bit of onions that they should be gone pretty fast. Over here we have, these are the grocery store green onions. When I buy the green onions from the grocery store, I just stick the bottom part into random places, and then they just start growing, and you can see they get huge. Like, they're so much bigger than you would see at the grocery store. And right here we have Johnny Jump Up, so I might go ahead and take these out. I don't think they're gonna last much longer. We'll see though, because they're so pretty. I might leave them until they're really ready to go. Here we have a red cabbage, and it's doing pretty good. I'm gonna leave it just because it is starting to head up nicely. So I'll probably leave this just for a few more days until I need this spot, and then I'll go ahead and remove it. And then we have some carrots, which are just kind of hidden by this broccoli. So this is a Romanesco broccoli, and it is huge. And I'm gonna take this one out today. It did head up nicely too, but it got discolored because of the sun. So if you're growing broccoli, go ahead and put your leaves over it like that, and you know, clip them so that the sun doesn't hit directly on the broccoli head, and then it will not get discolored. But I did not do that, but I think it's still gonna be fine. I'm gonna take it out today, and hopefully it still tastes good. We'll see. If not, chickens. Here's another little marigold, and this is that hot pepper again. I just squeezed it here. It's not really doing too good because it's not getting a lot of sun with this huge broccoli. You can see it's huge. And this is some sort of flower. I just put it here, but I really forgot what it is. So So if you know what this is, go ahead and tell me. But that's actually infested too. So that rain really, and the lower temps really just brung out the aphids, because that's what I'm noticing on my plants. So here is another tomatillo, and this one is actually doesn't have too many. It's not infested, which is so weird because it's right by those ones. So I'm not sure why these two tomatillos got infested and this one looks fine. But like I said, hopefully these two bounce back so that I can have tomatillos, because if it's just one, it's probably not gonna do anything. I guess you need more than one to grow tomatillos, more than one plant. Here we have my kale plant, which is gonna come out because I noticed aphids on it yesterday. So I'm gonna take this kale plant out and give it to the chickens. And then right here, that's a huge Swiss chard. So this Swiss chard is bolting. Well, obviously it's going to flowers. I have to remove it, but I never seen a Swiss chard go to flower, and it's actually really pretty. I actually like it, but I'm gonna take it out. And then this pot, we have my epazote. So this is just a Mexican herb. Let's see, hold on. Okay, you can see it better on this side. So we got a little marigold right there, some calendula. This is the orange one, and then we got a yellow calendula, and then another little marigold right there. This was that black cherry tomato, which I do need to come and clean up the bottom leaves of all my tomatoes. So that's probably what I'm gonna do today also, or in the next few days. Here we got a Roma tomato, and over here another Roma tomato, which is flowering and looks pretty, but I will need to clean up the bottom leaves. And then over here in this spot we have the yellow pear tomato. There it is, yellow pear, and it's also flowering. And then again, more green onions that are just stuck here. And we got a bell pepper. This is a California Wonder. Another cute little marigold. And another California Wonder. Okay, and this bed, this is where we direct sown seeds for zinnias. They came up over on this side. On this side, they didn't really come up. So I might have to come and reseed, or I might plant something else here. I don't know yet. And then here we have more of those dwarf tomatoes. They're doing real nice too. They're pretty. It's the Warraquaria. But yeah, that one's real pretty. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully I get some tomatoes on it. I'm not exactly sure. If you're gonna be getting tomatoes, just look at the days to maturity and try to go with less days. Like faster maturing tomatoes would have been more ideal. Oh, but that one's actually already flowering. Huh. See that? It's not focusing. But there, oh, there it goes. But yeah, it's flowering, so, you know, maybe I will get some good tomatoes on that. Here is my garlic bed. In this empty spot right here, I had a cabbage, and if you've seen my community post yesterday or maybe 2 days ago, depends when I upload this, I show the cabbage. I was able to pick 2 cabbage heads yesterday, and that was just exciting because they never grew cabbage. Right here we have a chamomile, and then my garlic. I never did garlic. I'll probably fertilize this garlic. I'm not really sure how it's doing though. I don't like seeing all those dead leaves, but you know, it's still growing, so I'm hoping it does pretty good. So I'll go ahead and fertilize it, and hopefully I get some good garlic. If not, it's okay, we'll try next year. In this fabric bag, we have carrots, and I've just been pulling these and giving them to my bunny because she likes carrot tops. So that's why it's pretty empty. Right here we have mint, which this mint, I love it. It's been growing for, I think, 3 to 4 years already. And it will look like it's dead. Just keep on watering it, and I'm sure when your temperature is right, it just grows. Because that's what this one does. This pot is like destroyed. I really need to like put it in a new container. It needs water too. Alright, and then, oops. Over here we have chamomile. We got onions here, which these ones aren't getting a lot of sun because of the broccoli and the chard. So I don't think they're gonna bulb up, but I'm gonna leave them. We'll see what happens. Right here we have another Swiss chard. So this one's not bolting, but it's pretty big. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out anyways, give it to the chickens. So right here we have another green cabbage, and it's doing nice. It could get a little bit bigger, but I might take it out. We'll see. Over here is another Romanesco broccoli, and it will stay because it's heading up so nicely in there. Oops. And you can tell the color is much better. Over here we have some, I think I don't know what these are called. They're like multiplying onions. I think they're called Otoya onions. I'll go ahead and put the name on the screen. And then in this pot again, more of these like Otoya onions, and then the big ones. The big ones are just grocery store onions. Over here is where we direct sown sunflowers, which some of them popped up. This side they didn't. But I went ahead and put chicken wire to try and protect it from the birds, and then I never removed it. So I don't know how I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna try, but I might mess up these sunflowers, so I'll probably have to, I'm gonna just go ahead and re-sow them. Right here we have the Roselle hibiscus, and you know, I could have planted this later when it warms up, and I have seeds started inside for it just because I don't think I put it out in the right time. It's too cold. And then over here, this is the Armenian cucumber. So I also direct sowed seeds for the Armenian cucumbers, and one of them came up, and it's this one. The other one, the bird ate it, but I'm starting these inside just because it was too early for it too. But you know, we're gonna leave it and see what happens. So this bed over here anyways does get the most sun, even through winter and through summer. And then it's by the brick wall, so it also, I think, gets hotter over here. So you know, maybe the Armenian cucumber will do good. We're gonna leave it and see. And over here I have my chitapine peppers, which, well, they're growing, but I think they could be better. But, you know, hopefully they'll bounce back. And look at it. So this flower, I said I didn't know what it is, but I have the tag here now because I can see it. This is a Shasta daisy. Okay. So now you can finally see this bed. I have a few empty spots I can start putting things in. And then here's this cabbage. This cabbage actually does not look like it has any aphids on it. So I think this one's fine to stay for a little bit longer, just see if the cabbage head will get any bigger than that. Alright, so it's a little one, but you know what? It's alright. I'm happy just because I never grew cabbage before, so this is gonna be the 4th cabbage head that I've got out of this garden so far, which is awesome. And then this Romanesco broccoli, I really do recommend it. It seems to do better. Before we just take off some of these bottom leaves, since it does have aphids all over these leaves, the head itself looks really good, so I'm gonna just leave it and just leave it, see if it can get a little bit bigger before I need to take it down. Yeah, now you can see much cleaner, and it should start getting more sun. Hopefully those onions start to bulb up, but if not, it's fine. And then hopefully my chamomile starts getting big on this side. Go ahead and give you guys a quick seed update because I'm fertilizing the seeds right now outside, so I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how those are doing. So we planted these seeds last video, so I'll go ahead and show you that. I think we planted them on March 6th. So here we go. That's how everything is doing right here. My oregano has not came up yet. And over here, sorry, these dogs, these two didn't come up, which is weird. They're 2 gray zucchini, but I already see the gray zucchini in the garden bed, so that's all right. And then one of my green okras didn't come up, but I have one right here, and I think right here is a green okra too that did come up, so that's okay. Guys, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and seeing how my garden's doing and how the seedlings are doing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.